Chapter 7, The Mental Alchemy of Turning Failure into Fuel. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about failure? If you're like most, it probably isn't sunshine and rainbows. Maybe it's a sinking feeling in your gut, a highlight reel of your most humiliating flops, or a cruel inner voice telling you you're not cut out for success. Failure gets a pretty bad rap in our culture. We're taught to avoid it at all costs, to view it as the ultimate proof of our inadequacy and unworthiness. But what if I told you that failure is not only inevitable on the path to your biggest dreams, it's absolutely essential? What if the most successful, innovative, and influential people in the world got to where they are not in spite of their failures, but because of them? The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's an integral part of it. It's the ultimate teacher, feedback mechanism, and catalyst for growth. Every misstep, rejection, and faceplant contains crucial information about what works, what doesn't, and how to improve. When viewed through this lens, failure becomes not a dead end, but a vital signpost redirecting us to our highest potential and purpose. History is littered with examples of icons whose epic failures paved the way for their most enduring legacies. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It took him thousands of attempts to create a functional light bulb, each one teaching him something new about electricity and illumination. J.K. Rowling, one of the most successful authors of all time, was rejected by a dozen publishers before finding a home for Harry Potter. Those early snubs fueled her determination to keep refining her craft and chasing her vision. "Failure taught me things about myself that I could have learned no other way," she said. "I discovered that I had a strong will and more discipline than I had suspected." Even Michael Jordan, widely considered the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school varsity team. That early rejection ignited a fire in him to train harder, practice longer, and prove his doubters wrong. "I've failed over and over and over again in my life," he said. "And that is why I succeed." The common thread between all these stories? A fundamental reframe of failure from a permanent indictment to an impersonal event, something that happens to you, not who you are. When you untangle your identity and self-worth from specific outcomes, you create the psychological safety to take bold risks, experiment freely, and bounce back from disappointments with resilience and renewed resolve. But this mental shift doesn't happen automatically. It requires conscious training and tools to rewire your brain's default response to failure. You have to build the mental muscles of mindfulness, self-compassion, and cognitive reframing to alchemize adversity into advantage. At its core, this process starts with developing a healthy distance between your ego and your efforts, learning to see your actions as data points, not defining labels. When you pour your heart into a project that flops or get passed over for a promotion, it's easy to spiral into self-flagellation and doubt. But when you practice observing your experiences with curiosity instead of judgment, you start to extract valuable insights instead of taking failure personally. One potent technique for cultivating this mindset is called reframing in cognitive psychology, consciously choosing a more empowering interpretation of challenging circumstances. For example, instead of telling yourself, "I'm a loser, I'll never amount to anything," after a setback, you might reframe it as, "This is a chance for me to learn, grow, and come back stronger." Over time, this simple linguistic shift can profoundly alter your relationship with failure, transmuting it from a threat to your identity to a fertilizer for your evolution. You start to view obstacles as opportunities, criticism as constructive feedback, and dead ends as detours to better paths. You develop resilience, grit, and anti-fragility in the face of adversity, the very qualities most predictive of long-term success and fulfillment. Let's look at how you can start honing this transformative mindset starting today, with a powerful reflection tool used by top performers across domains. Practical, post-failure reflection to extract the gold. The next time you experience a failure, disappointment, or setback, try this simple yet potent exercise to alchemize it into fuel for growth. 1. Acknowledge the pain, frustration, or disappointment you're feeling, without judgment. Mentally whisper to yourself, "This is tough, and it's okay to feel this way." Extend yourself the same compassion you would a dear friend going through hardship. 2. Now, take a deep breath and mentally zoom out to a 30,000-foot view of the situation. Imagine you're a wise, objective observer with no stake in the outcome, looking at the events from a neutral distance. 3. From this vantage point, ask yourself empowering questions to reframe the failure and extract insights. What can I learn from this experience? What valuable feedback is embedded here? How can I use this information to improve my approach going forward? What tweaks or pivots could I make? What qualities or skills did I develop in the process that will serve me in the future? Resilience, persistence, adaptability, courage. How might I view this setback as a necessary redirection to something better or more aligned? What new doors or opportunities could this open up? 4. Write down the answers that emerge, capturing any aha moments or perspective shifts. Focus on the insights and learnings, not rehashing the blow-by-blow details of what happened. 5. Identify one small action step you can take in the next 24 hours to integrate this feedback and move forward with more wisdom, clarity, and resolve. It could be as simple as adjusting your strategy, reaching out to a mentor for advice, or practicing a relevant skill. 6. Mentally rehearse bouncing back from this setback with renewed determination and an eagerness to experiment and evolve. Visualize yourself rising to the occasion, surprising yourself with your resourcefulness and grit. 7. Repeat this reframe as needed, reminding yourself that failure is just feedback, and feedback is the breakfast of champions. Every misstep contains a hidden gift, it's up to you to find it and alchemize it into gold. As you practice this reflection consistently, you'll start to rewire your brain's knee-jerk response to failure from panic and despair to curiosity and empowerment. You'll develop the mental flexibility to find the opportunity in the obstacle, the lesson in the loss. Over time, you'll build genuine resilience, not just the ability to bounce back from adversity, but to actually become stronger because of it, like a muscle growing through micro-tears and repair. You'll take more risks, push past plateaus, and expand your horizons, knowing that even your flops and faceplants are just stepping stones to your greatest contributions and creations. Most importantly, you'll come to view failure not as a referendum on your worth or a reason to quit, but as an unavoidable part of playing big and boldly. You'll chase your dreams with reckless abandon, trusting yourself to transmute any outcome into insight and keep rising to the occasion. You'll become unstoppable, not because you never stumble, but because you've learned to harness the hidden gifts in every fall. And that, ultimately, is the secret sauce of every luminary who's ever left an indelible mark. They mastered the inner game of turning failure into fuel. They saw adversity not as an enemy, but as an ally in forging their finest selves. Now, it's your turn to claim that power, and watch in awe as your setbacks springboard you into your boldest triumphs. Next up, we'll dive into the most mission-critical mindset shift of all for unbridled success and abundance, designing your own wealth creation psychology. If you've ever felt stuck in scarcity or stagnation, this chapter will blow the roof off your financial potential, from the inside out. Chapter 8, Wireframing Your Wealth Creation Mindset. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about wealth? If you're like most, it's probably a number with a string of zeros after it, a fixed target that dictates your enoughness and arrival in the world. We've been conditioned to believe that wealth is something we pursue and acquire, an external brass ring we grasp through grit and good fortune. But what if I told you that true, sustained wealth is an inside job, a function of your internal operating system around money, abundance, and self-worth? What if the reason so many people struggle financially has little to do with their skills or circumstances, and everything to do with their psychology? The truth is, your relationship with money is one of the most powerful predictors of your financial destiny, far more than your salary, education, or investment savvy. How you think and feel about wealth shapes your behaviors, decisions, and results in ways that often fly under the radar of consciousness. If you harbor subconscious beliefs of scarcity, unworthiness, or guilt around money, you'll find ways to sabotage your own success, overspending, under-earning, or missing golden opportunities. Your internal glass ceiling will become your external reality, no matter how hard you hustle. But when you learn to cultivate a mindset of abundance, sufficiency, and deservingness, you magnetize wealth and opportunities with ease and flow. You make financial decisions from a place of clarity, confidence, and proactivity. You value yourself and your offerings highly, and attract others who do the same. In short, you become a walking, talking wealth creation machine, not through struggle or sacrifice, but through alignment and self-mastery. And while this may sound like metaphysical mumbo-jumbo, it's actually grounded in cutting-edge psychology and neuroscience. You see, your thoughts and beliefs about money are not just abstract concepts floating in your head, they're physical neural pathways etched into your brain through repetition and emotion. Every time you think a thought like, money is hard to come by, or rich people are greedy, you strengthen that neural network, making it your default way of perceiving and interacting with wealth. Over time, these unconscious patterns become self-fulfilling prophecies, shaping your financial reality from the inside out. You inadvertently filter for evidence that confirms your beliefs, a process called confirmation bias in psychology, while discounting or dismissing information that contradicts them. But here's the good news: just as you can unwittingly program yourself for scarcity and lack, you can consciously rewire your brain for wealth and abundance. By deliberately installing empowering beliefs and thought patterns about money, you literally change your neural architecture, and with it, your financial trajectory. This process starts with awareness, shining a light on your current money mindset and identifying any limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging patterns. Common ones include: money is the root of all evil. I'm not good with money. It's selfish to want more than I need. Wealthy people are shallow/materialistic. I don't deserve to be rich. Money corrupts people. By regularly imprinting these empowering beliefs through affirmations, visualizations, and aligned actions, you literally change your brain's default programming around wealth, shifting from scarcity to sufficiency, lack to abundance, fear to flow. But this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to installing a wealth creation mindset. There are dozens of potent practices and tools for aligning your psychology with prosperity. And the more you master them, the more effortless and automatic financial success becomes. Let's explore one of the most game-changing techniques for priming your subconscious for wealth and abundance, used by everyone from elite entrepreneurs to metaphysical millionaires. Practical, millionaire math, small thought shifts that earn big. Ready to start reprogramming your financial operating system for automatic affluence? Try this simple yet potent visualization exercise. 1. Identify a specific financial goal or milestone you'd like to achieve, whether it's earning a certain salary, saving a nest egg, or hitting a revenue target in your business. Get crystal clear on the number and timeline. 2. Now, take that number and divide it by 10. So if your goal is to earn $100,000 per year, your new number is $10,000. If it's to save $50,000 for a down payment, your new number is $5,000. 3. Close your eyes and vividly imagine earning, saving, or manifesting that smaller amount, not once, but repeatedly and effortlessly. Picture money flowing to you from multiple sources, in expected and unexpected ways. 4. Envision yourself celebrating this milestone with joy, gratitude, and a sense of inevitability, like it was always meant to be yours. Feel the elation, freedom, and expansion in your body. 5. Now, mentally take 10% of that smaller amount and imagine tithing, donating, or investing it in a meaningful cause or community. Picture the ripple effects of your contribution, and feel the fulfillment of using your wealth. 6. Repeat this process daily for at least 7 days, each time anchoring the feelings of ease, deservingness, and purpose around this smaller financial goal. Notice any shifts in your mindset, behaviors, or opportunities that arise. 7. After a week, gradually increase the number by 10%, so $10,000 becomes $11,000, or $5,000 becomes $5,500. Repeat the visualization process with this new number, infusing it with even more positive emotion and belief. The magic of this exercise lies in rewiring your subconscious mind to view larger sums of money as familiar, normal, and inevitable, not far-fetched or unrealistic. By starting with a smaller, more believable number and incrementally expanding it, you train your brain to expect and attract abundance without triggering resistance or doubt. Over time, as you keep stretching your financial set point and taking aligned action, you'll find yourself quantum leaping to previously unimaginable levels of wealth and prosperity. Your outer reality will catch up to your inner vision, magnetizing opportunities and resources to support your expanding abundance mindset. But here's the real kicker: as you practice this millionaire math, you'll also start to experience a profound shift in your relationship with money itself. Instead of seeing wealth as something to chase, hoard, or prove your worth with, you'll come to view it as a tool for contribution, creation, and collective elevation. You'll feel a deep sense of stewardship and purpose around your financial resources, knowing that your prosperity is intimately intertwined with the prosperity of others. You'll make money decisions from a place of alignment, integrity, and generosity, trusting that the more you give, the more you receive tenfold. And that, ultimately, is the true hallmark of a wealth creation mindset, not just accumulating riches for personal gain, but leveraging your abundance to create ripples of positive impact in the world. When you orient your financial psychology around service, sufficiency, and circulation, you become an unstoppable force for good, and the universe conspires to support your every desire and dream. In our next chapter, we'll explore another key pillar of financial mastery: developing the energetic architecture to magnetize money and opportunities from every direction. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth like a lighthouse in a sea of scarcity, you won't want to miss this. Chapter 9: Becoming a Mental Magnet for Abundance. Have you ever met someone who just seemed to have a golden touch when it came to money and success? No matter what challenges or setbacks they faced, they always landed on their feet, with bigger and better opportunities practically falling into their lap. It's like they had some secret superpower for attracting abundance and prosperity, while the rest of us mere mortals struggled and stressed to make ends meet. If you've ever wondered what sets these people apart, you're not alone. For centuries, philosophers, psychologists, and spiritual teachers have sought to decode the mysteries of wealth and success, to understand the mindsets and methods of those who seem to effortlessly magnetize riches and resources. And while there's no single universal formula for financial mastery, beware anyone who tells you otherwise. There are certain key principles and practices that the affluent have leveraged for generations to create and sustain wealth, often in the face of daunting odds and obstacles. Perhaps the most foundational of these is what I call the frequency of affluence, the energetic signature that the rich and successful unconsciously emit that attracts money, opportunities, and support like a magnet. It's a palpable aura of deserving, expecting, and receiving the best that life has to offer, not as a special privilege, but as a natural birthright. You see, contrary to popular belief, wealth is not primarily a function of what you do, but of who you are, your core identity, beliefs, and energetic blueprints around abundance and prosperity. Every thought, feeling, and action you take broadcasts a specific vibrational frequency that either harmonizes with or repels financial success. When you operate from a mindset of lack, limitation, and unworthiness, you send out a subconscious signal that you're not open or ready to receive abundance. You constrict the flow of money and opportunities in your life, regardless of how hard you work or how much you want to succeed. But when you cultivate the internal state of the truly wealthy, the expansive, expectant, deserving frequency of affluence, you literally reconfigure your energetic field to align with and attract prosperity. You shift from chasing and striving to allow and arriving, trusting that your good is always coming to you. This isn't just metaphysical mumbo-jumbo, it's backed by cutting-edge research in fields like quantum physics, neuroscience, and epigenetics. Studies have shown that our thoughts and beliefs generate measurable electromagnetic frequencies that directly impact our physical reality, including our health, relationships, and financial outcomes. In other words, the most powerful predictor of your wealth isn't your skills, education, or network, it's your energetic blueprint, the subconscious patterns and programs that shape your relationship with money and success. And the good news is, you can intentionally upgrade that internal operating system to magnetize abundance on autopilot. It starts with understanding the core tenets of affluence consciousness, the mental and emotional habits of the truly wealthy. While there's no exhaustive list, some key traits include an unshakable belief in their worth and deserving of success, a deep trust in the abundance and benevolence of the universe, an orientation towards gratitude, appreciation, and sufficiency, a focus on value creation and service over self-interest, a willingness to take calculated risks and embrace uncertainty, a commitment to continuous growth, learning, and evolution, a generous, open-hearted approach to wealth circulation. By consciously cultivating these traits and transmitting the corresponding energetic frequencies, you literally recalibrate your subconscious mind and nervous system for automatic abundance attraction. You shift your default settings from scarcity and lack to prosperity and plenty. One of the most potent ways to accelerate this process is through the practice of appreciation and gratitude. When you intentionally focus on the blessings, resources, and opportunities already present in your life, you energetically align with the frequency of abundance, magnetizing more of the same. Conversely, when you fixate on what's missing, scarce, or not yet manifested, you inadvertently perpetuate patterns of lack and limitation. As the saying goes, where your attention goes, energy flows, and results show. By making it a daily habit to acknowledge and celebrate the good in your life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, you train your brain to scan for signs of abundance and favor. You cultivate an energetic field of positivity, receptivity, and expansion, the very qualities that attract wealth and success. Let's look at a simple yet powerful exercise for harnessing the magic of appreciation to magnetize more abundance into your life starting today. Practical. The 5-minute abundance attraction meditation. Ready to amp up your affluence frequency and become an energetic magnet for money and miracles? Try this simple yet potent gratitude practice. 1. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Sit or lie down in a relaxed position, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. 2. Begin by silently acknowledging any blessings, gifts, or positive aspects of your life, no matter how big or small. It could be your health, your loved ones, your home, your talents, or even just the fact that you're alive and breathing. 3. For each item, take a moment to really feel the energy of appreciation and gratitude in your body. Mentally say, "Thank you," as you savor the positive emotions and sensations that arise. 4. Now, expand your awareness to include any opportunities, resources, or abundance that you currently have access to, even if you're not yet fully leveraging them. This could include your skills, your network, your ideas, or even just the vast potential of the present moment. 5. Again, for each item, feel a deep sense of appreciation and possibility, like you're tapping into an infinite wellspring of goodness and grace. Silently affirm, "I am open and ready to receive even more abundance now." 6. Finally, visualize your future self living your most abundant, prosperous, and impactful life, as if it's already done. See yourself surrounded by wealth, joy, and fulfillment in all areas, sharing your gifts and resources generously with the world. 7. Bask in the high-vibe feelings of this vision, letting them infuse every cell of your being. Anchor this frequency of affluence by silently repeating, "I am a magnet for miracles and abundance. All my needs are always met with grace and ease." By practicing this meditation for just 5 minutes a day, ideally first thing in the morning or before bed, you'll start to recalibrate your energetic setpoint for wealth and success. You'll train your mind to default to gratitude, possibility, and expansion, the the very states that attract more abundance and opportunities into your orbit. Over time, this practice will become second nature, a subconscious superhighway to prosperity and plenty. You'll find yourself effortlessly noticing and appreciating the blessings and resources all around you, while staying open and expectant of even greater good coming your way. More importantly, you'll start to embody the frequency of true wealth, not just financially, but in all areas of life. You'll experience a profound sense of sufficiency, wholeness, and alignment, trusting that you're always provided for and guided by a benevolent universe. From this place of energetic affluence, you'll become a powerful force for positive change, using your gifts, influence, and resources to uplift others and create ripples of abundance in the world. You'll inspire hope, possibility, and transformation wherever you go, simply by radiating the frequency of your highest self. And that, ultimately, is the true meaning and measure of wealth, not just what you accumulate, but what you emanate and contribute. When you become a living, breathing embodiment of prosperity consciousness, you open the floodgates of heaven's blessings, for yourself and all those lucky enough to share your orbit. In our next chapter, we'll explore the quantum mechanics of desire manifestation, how to harness the power of your thoughts and feelings to shape reality itself. If you've ever doubted your ability to create the life of your dreams, get ready for a mind-bending ride into the heart of the possible. Chapter 10. Gaining the superhuman ability to manifest desires. What if I told you that your thoughts are not just fleeting wisps of mental chatter, but potent seeds of creation with the power to shape your external reality? That every idea, image, and intuition that flashes across your mind is a glimpse into the infinite field of possibilities, waiting to be plucked and materialized through the sheer force of your focus and feeling? It may sound like the stuff of science fiction, but the truth is, you are a walking, talking, manifesting machine, endowed with the same cosmic power that spins galaxies and animates atoms. Your consciousness is not just a passive witness to the world, but an active participant in its unfolding, constantly sculpting and molding the quantum soup of probability into the solid stuff of your experience. Don't believe me? Just look at the latest research in fields like quantum physics, neuroplasticity, and psychoneuroimmunology. Say that 5 times fast. Study after study has confirmed what mystics and metaphysicians have known for millennia, that the mind is the ultimate tool of manifestation, capable of bending reality to its will through the sheer alchemy of intention and imagination. Or take the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist who has studied the brain's ability to rewire itself through the power of thought and emotion. In his research, he's found that by intentionally cultivating elevated states like gratitude, joy, and love, we can literally change our neural pathways and biology, healing our bodies, optimizing our performance, and attracting our deepest desires. But perhaps the most compelling evidence for the manifestation power of the mind comes from the countless stories of ordinary people achieving extraordinary things through the sheer force of their belief and imagination. From athletes visualizing their way to gold medals to entrepreneurs dreaming up billion-dollar businesses to individuals overcoming incurable illnesses through the power of positive expectation, the annals of human history are littered with examples of the mind's ability to shape matter. So how can you harness this innate superpower to consciously create the life of your dreams, without spending years meditating in a cave or studying quantum physics? The key lies in mastering the art and science of intentional manifestation, the process of deliberately aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your highest vision and trusting the universe to bring it into form. At its core, manifestation is a dance between the finite and the infinite, the human and the divine. It's a co-creative process that involves partnering with the intelligence of the cosmos to birth your desires into being, not through force or manipulation, but through surrender, synchronicity, and inspired action. The first step in this dance is getting crystal clear on what you truly want, not just what society or your ego thinks you should want, but the deepest, most authentic yearnings of your soul. This requires a willingness to be radically honest with yourself, to dig beneath the surface of your goals and uncover the core desires and feelings driving them. By identifying the core essence of your desires, the underlying states and experiences you're truly seeking, you open yourself up to a wider range of possibilities and pathways for manifestation. You start to focus on the feeling rather than the form, trusting that the universe will bring you what you need in the most aligned and abundant way possible. The next step is to cultivate a vibrational match for your desires through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. As the saying goes, like attracts like, and in the quantum field of creation, your energetic frequency is the ultimate magnet for drawing your dreams into physical form. This means consistently choosing thoughts and feelings that align with the reality you wish to create, even, and especially, when your current circumstances seem to contradict it. It means training your mind to default to possibility, abundance, and trust, even in the face of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. One of the most potent tools for cultivating this energetic alignment is the practice of visualization, the act of intentionally imagining and feeling your desired reality as if it's already done. By regularly taking time to vividly experience the fulfillment of your dreams in your mind's eye, engaging all your senses and emotions, you literally rewire your brain and body to expect and attract that outcome. But visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a full-body, immersive experience that requires you to feel the feelings of your desired state as if it's already your current reality. This means generating the same physiological and emotional signature that you would have if your goal were already achieved, flooding your system with the hormones and neurotransmitters of joy, excitement, gratitude, and love. When you couple this elevated emotion with a clear, focused intention and a willingness to take inspired action, you create a powerful vortex of manifestation that draws your desires to you like a supercharged magnet. You start to experience serendipitous synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and divine downloads that guide you towards your highest path and purpose. You become a conduit for the creative force of the universe, aligning your will with the will of the cosmos in a dance of effortless manifestation. But here's the key. You don't have to know how your desires will manifest. In fact, trying to control or micromanage the process can actually block the flow of abundance. Your job is simply to hold the vision, feel the feeling, and trust that the universe has your back, even, and especially, when things seem to be falling apart or not going according to plan. This requires a deep level of faith and surrender, a willingness to let go of your attachment to specific outcomes and timelines and trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order. It means embracing uncertainty and discomfort as part of the journey, knowing that every challenge and setback is a crucial piece of the puzzle that's shaping you into the person you need to be to live your dreams. In many ways, manifestation is less about getting what you want and more about becoming who you need to be to receive it. It's a process of personal transformation and growth, of shedding the limiting beliefs, patterns, and identities that have kept you playing small and stepping into the fullest expression of your soul's potential. As you align your energy with the frequency of your desires and take consistent, courageous action towards your goals, you start to magnetize miracles and breakthroughs beyond your wildest imagination. You experience a sense of ease, flow, and unstoppable momentum, like the universe is conspiring in your favor at every turn. And the more you practice this art of alignment and allowing, the more effortless and automatic manifestation becomes. You start to live in a constant state of gratitude and wonder, marveling at the magic and abundance that surrounds you and flows through you. You become a master of your reality, not by forcing or manipulating outcomes, but by surrendering to the wisdom and love of the divine. So if you're ready to unlock your innate manifestation superpowers and create a life beyond your wildest dreams, let's dive into a simple yet potent practice for supercharging your ability to attract your deepest desires. Practical, the Desire Manifestation Journal Method. One of the most effective tools for harnessing the power of your mind to manifest your desires is the practice of journaling, specifically, using a manifestation journal to clarify your vision, align your energy, and magnetize your dreams into physical form. Here's a step-by-step guide to creating and using your own desire manifestation journal. 1. Choose a journal that feels special and sacred to you, one that you'll enjoy writing in and revisiting often. It can be as simple or elaborate as you like, but make sure it feels like a treasured tool for your manifestation practice. 2. Set aside a quiet, uninterrupted time each day to connect with your journal, ideally first thing in the morning or before bed, when your mind is most receptive and relaxed. Light a candle, play some soothing music, or do whatever helps you feel centered and inspired. 3. Start by getting clear on your core desires and intentions, the deepest, most authentic yearnings of your soul. Write them down in the present tense, as if they're already happening, and infuse them with positive emotion and gratitude. For example, I am so grateful and excited to be living in my dream home, a beautiful, spacious sanctuary that feels like a true reflection of my soul. 4. Next, visualize and describe in vivid detail what your life looks and feels like when your desires are fully manifested. Engage all your senses and emotions, and write as if you're experiencing this reality in the present moment. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel? Who are you with, and what are you doing? The more specific and embodied your description, the more powerful the manifestation. 5. After journaling about your vision, take a few moments to close your eyes and deeply feel the emotions of already having what you desire. Allow yourself to bask in the joy, gratitude, love, and abundance of your dream life, letting these high-vibe feelings infuse every cell of your being. Anchor this energetic signature in your body with a physical gesture or phrase, like touching your heart and saying, yes, or thank you. 6. Finally, write down any inspired actions or intuitive nudges you receive during your journaling practice, the small, manageable steps you can take today to align with and move towards your desires. Trust that these actions, no matter how simple or seemingly unrelated, are part of the divine unfolding of your manifestation. 7. Repeat this practice daily, ideally for at least 30 days, to reprogram your subconscious mind and energetic field for effortless manifestation. As you go about your day, look for signs and synchronicities that confirm your desires are on their way, and celebrate every small victory and blessing along the path. By consistently using your manifestation journal to clarify, visualize, feel, and align with your deepest desires, you literally reshape your reality from the inside out. You train your mind to default to thoughts and feelings of abundance, joy, and positive expectation, the very states that magnetize miracles and attract your dreams into physical form. Over time, this practice will become a cherished ritual, a sacred space for you to connect with your inner wisdom, nurture your vision, and co-create with the universe. You'll find yourself living more and more in the energetic frequency of your desires, feeling the joy, love, and gratitude of your dream life in the present moment, even before the external circumstances have fully caught up. And as you anchor this elevated vibration and take inspired action towards your goals, you'll start to witness the magic and miracles of manifestation unfolding in your life, often in ways that surpass your wildest dreams. You'll experience a sense of deep trust and surrender, knowing that the universe always has your back and is conspiring to bring you your highest good. But perhaps the greatest gift of mastering manifestation is not just the attainment of your desires, but the journey of growth, self-discovery, and spiritual awakening that unfolds along the way. As you learn to align your mind, heart, and actions with the creative force of the cosmos, you step into your true power and purpose as a conscious co-creator of reality. You realize that you are not separate from the divine, but a unique expression of its infinite potential, here to bring heaven to earth and birth a new paradigm of possibility for all beings. And with every desire you manifest, every dream you bring to life, you light the way for others to awaken to their own inner magic and claim their birthright of limitless abundance. So dream big, dear one, and trust in the power of your imagination to shape reality. Your desires are not mere wishful thinking, but sacred seeds of creation, planted in the fertile soil of the universe, waiting to be nourished by your love and tended by your actions. May your manifestation practice be a joyful dance of surrender and synchronicity, as you align your will with the will of the cosmos and watch in wonder as your wildest dreams come true. And may you always remember that you are the magic, the very force of creation itself, here to paint the world with your unique colors and leave a trail of miracles in your wake. In our next chapter, we'll explore the art and science of automatic goal achievement, how to harness the power of your subconscious mind to effortlessly attract and accomplish your biggest ambitions. If you've ever struggled to stay motivated or follow through on your dreams, this one's for you. Chapter 11: Training Your Brain for Automatic Goal Achievement. Have you ever set a goal or resolution with the best of intentions, only to find yourself losing steam and falling off track a few weeks or months later? Maybe you started a new fitness routine, launched a passion project, or committed to a daily meditation practice, but despite your initial enthusiasm and willpower, you just couldn't seem to stick with it for the long haul. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and it's not because you lack discipline, determination, or desire. The truth is, relying on conscious effort and motivation to achieve your goals is like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. You might make it a few miles, but eventually, you'll run out of gas and hit the dreaded wall of resistance and self-sabotage. That's because your conscious mind, the part of you that sets goals, makes plans, and tries to force yourself to follow through, is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to creating lasting change and success. Beneath the surface lies a much more powerful ally in your goal-achieving arsenal, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is like the operating system of your life, the underlying software that runs your thoughts, beliefs, habits, and behaviors on autopilot. It's the part of you that stores your memories, regulates your bodily functions, and processes millions of bits of information per second, all without any conscious effort or awareness on your part. And just like a computer's operating system, your subconscious is programmable, meaning you can intentionally install new patterns, scripts, and routines that support your goals and desires, and uninstall the old ones that are holding you back. When you learn to harness the power of your subconscious mind, you essentially put your goal achievement on autopilot, allowing you to effortlessly attract and accomplish your objectives without relying on willpower or discipline. So how do you reprogram your subconscious for automatic goal achievement? The key lies in a phenomenon called self-image cybernetics, a term coined by Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon turned psychologist who studied the power of the mind to shape reality. According to Maltz, your self-image, the way you see and perceive yourself, is the master key to unlocking your potential and achieving your goals. You see, your subconscious mind is like a goal-seeking missile. It's constantly scanning your environment for evidence and experiences that match your self-image, and steering your thoughts, feelings, and actions towards those outcomes. If you have a self-image of being confident, successful, and abundant, your subconscious will automatically guide you towards people, places, and opportunities that reflect and reinforce that identity. But if you have a self-image of being unworthy, incompetent, or lacking, your subconscious will just as faithfully create experiences that confirm those beliefs, even if they're not what you consciously want or intend. That's why so many people struggle to achieve their goals despite their best efforts. Their subconscious programming is running the show behind the scenes, sabotaging their success at every turn. The solution? Intentionally upgrade your self-image to match your desired outcomes, and watch as your subconscious mind automatically aligns your reality to reflect your new identity. This process starts with getting crystal clear on who you need to be and how you need to show up to effortlessly achieve your goals, not just what you need to do or have. For example, let's say your goal is to double your income this year. Rather than just focusing on the external actions and strategies you need to take, important as they are, start by cultivating the internal identity of someone who already earns and deserves that level of abundance. Ask yourself, how does a person with this income think, feel, and behave on a daily basis? What are their core beliefs and assumptions about money, success, and their own worth? How do they carry themselves, dress, and interact with others? What kinds of thoughts, habits, and routines do they have in place to support their financial goals? As you explore these questions and paint a vivid mental picture of your goal-achieving self, you start to install that identity at the level of your subconscious mind. You literally rewire your brain to expect and attract the experiences, opportunities, and outcomes that align with your new self-image, and your external reality begins to shift to match your internal transformation. One of the most powerful tools for accelerating this process is the practice of visualization, the act of intentionally imagining and feeling yourself as if you've already achieved your goal. By regularly taking time to vividly experience the fulfillment of your objectives in your mind's eye, engaging all your senses and emotions, you send a clear signal to your subconscious that this is who you are and what you expect to manifest. Over time, as you continue to feed your subconscious this new script of success and embody the thoughts, feelings, and actions of your goal-achieving self, you'll find yourself effortlessly magnetizing the people, resources, and opportunities you need to make your vision a reality. You'll experience a sense of ease, flow, and inevitability, like success is simply a natural extension of who you are, not something you have to strive or struggle for. And the beauty of this approach is that it works for any goal or area of life, whether you want to improve your health, relationships, career, or spiritual growth. By aligning your self-image with your deepest desires and taking inspired action from that place of alignment, you unlock the automatic goal-achieving mechanism within you, the part of you that knows how to bring your dreams to life with grace and ease. So if you're ready to put your goal achievement on autopilot and become the kind of person who naturally attracts and accomplishes your heart's desires, let's explore a simple yet powerful exercise for upgrading your self-image and installing a success mindset at the subconscious level. Practical, future self identity lock-in, imprinting technique. 5. As you immerse yourself in the experience of your future self, start to pay attention to the specific habits, routines, and practices they have in place to support their success. What do they do first thing in the morning? How do they stay focused and productive throughout the day? What kind of self-care and personal growth rituals do they engage in? 6. Take a few moments to really feel into the energy and essence of this future self, the qualities of being that allow them to effortlessly attract and achieve their goals. Is it their confidence, their clarity, their compassion? Their creativity, their courage, their commitment? Whatever it is, allow yourself to fully embody and express those qualities in the present moment. 7. When you feel fully aligned with the identity of your future self, open your eyes and take a few deep breaths, anchoring this new energy into your body and mind. Commit to showing up as this version of yourself throughout the day, thinking, feeling, and acting as if your goals are already accomplished and your success is inevitable. By practicing this future self-identity lock-in technique on a daily basis, you literally reprogram your subconscious mind to expect and attract the experiences, opportunities, and outcomes that align with your new self-image. You start to think, feel, and behave like the person you need to be to effortlessly achieve your goals, and your external reality begins to shift to match your internal transformation. Over time, as you continue to imprint this new identity and take inspired action from that place of alignment, you'll find yourself magnetizing the people, resources, and synchronicities that support your dreams. You'll experience a sense of ease, flow, and unstoppable momentum, like the universe is conspiring in your favor at every turn. And perhaps most importantly, you'll cultivate a deep sense of trust and faith in yourself and your abilities, knowing that you have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. You'll become the kind of person who faces challenges with resilience, setbacks with grace, and opportunities with bold action, because you know that your success is not a matter of if, but when. So dream big, dear one, and trust in the power of your imagination to shape reality. Your goals and desires are not mere fantasies, but sacred glimpses of the life that's waiting for you on the other side of your self-imposed limitations. And with every future self you embody, every identity you lock in, you pave the way for that life to become your living, breathing reality. May your journey of automatic goal achievement be one of magic, miracles, and unstoppable momentum, as you align your mind, heart, and actions with the highest vision of your potential. And may you always remember that you are the architect of your own reality, the one with the power to turn your wildest dreams into your everyday experience. As we near the end of our journey together, there's one final piece of the puzzle we need to explore, the art and science of cultivating unshakable resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges and setbacks. Because let's face it, no matter how much you master your mindset and align your actions with your goals, there will always be obstacles and detours on the path to success. But what if you could develop the inner strength and flexibility to not just bounce back from adversity, but to actually thrive and grow because of it? What if you could cultivate a level of resilience so deep that no matter what life throws your way, you have the courage, the confidence, and the commitment to keep moving forward with grace and grit? That's exactly what we'll be diving into in our final chapter, the science and soul of unshakable resilience. So buckle up, dear one, and get ready to unleash your inner warrior, because the best is yet to come. Chapter 12, Installing the Resilience Reflex at Your Core. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have an almost superhuman ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges? No matter what life throws their way, whether it's a personal tragedy, a professional failure, or a global pandemic, they somehow find a way to not just survive, but thrive in the face of adversity. These people have what psychologists call resilience, the capacity to adapt and grow in response to stress, trauma, and change. It's the inner strength and flexibility that allows them to bend without breaking, to find opportunity in the midst of obstacle, and to keep moving forward with courage and conviction even when the path ahead is uncertain or unknown. But here's the thing, resilience is not some rare genetic gift or fixed personality trait, it's a skill and a muscle that can be cultivated and strengthened with practice. Just like physical fitness, mental and emotional resilience requires consistent training and conditioning to develop and maintain over time. And the good news is, the science of resilience has come a long way in recent years, revealing a wealth of tools, techniques, and practices that can help us build our inner strength and adaptability from the inside out. By integrating these evidence-based strategies into our daily lives, we can literally reprogram our brains and bodies to respond to stress and adversity in more positive, proactive, and growth-oriented ways. At the heart of this resilience training is a fundamental shift in mindset, from seeing challenges as threats to be avoided or endured, to seeing them as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. It's about cultivating a stresses-enhancing mindset, as Stanford psychologist Kelly McGonigal puts it, one that recognizes the potential benefits of stress and adversity, and uses them as fuel for personal and professional development. You see, contrary to popular belief, stress itself is not the enemy, it's our perception and response to stress that determines its impact on our well-being. When we view stress as a negative force to be eliminated or suppressed, we actually amplify its harmful effects on our minds and bodies, triggering a cascade of fight-or-flight responses that can lead to anxiety, burnout, and disease over time. But when we learn to embrace stress as a natural and even necessary part of growth and resilience, we open ourselves up to a whole new world of possibility and potential. We start to see challenges as opportunities to test our limits, build our strengths, and expand our comfort zones, knowing that every obstacle we overcome makes us stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating this resilient mindset is the practice of cognitive reappraisal, the ability to reframe stressful or threatening situations in a more positive, empowering, or meaningful light. By intentionally shifting our perspective on adversity, we can actually change the way our brains and bodies respond to it, reducing the negative impacts of stress and increasing our capacity for growth and resilience. For example, let's say you're facing a major setback or failure in your personal or professional life. Maybe you lost a job, ended a relationship, or bombed an important presentation. In that moment, it's easy to spiral into negative self-talk and catastrophic thinking, telling yourself that you're a failure, that you'll never recover, or that this is the end of the road for your dreams and goals. But with the power of cognitive reappraisal, you can intentionally reframe that setback as a stepping stone to something better, an opportunity to learn, grow, and course-correct towards your true path and purpose. You might tell yourself something like, "This is not a failure, but a valuable lesson and a chance to build my resilience. Every challenge I face makes me stronger, wiser, and more capable of achieving my goals. This setback is redirecting me towards something even better than I could have planned or imagined." By repeatedly practicing this kind of reframing, you literally rewire your brain to respond to stress and adversity in more positive, proactive, and growth-oriented ways. You develop what psychologists call stress inoculation, a kind of mental and emotional immunity to the negative impacts of stress, based on your belief in your ability to handle and grow from whatever challenges come your way. And the more you flex this resilience muscle, the stronger and more automatic it becomes, until bouncing back from setbacks and thriving in the face of change becomes your default mode of being. You start to see every obstacle as an opportunity, every failure as a lesson, and every challenge as a chance to prove to yourself just how strong, capable, and unstoppable you really are. But resilience isn't just about reframing and positive thinking, it's also about taking proactive steps to build your inner and outer resources for handling stress and adversity. This means cultivating a strong support system of friends, family, and mentors who believe in you and have your back through thick and thin. It means prioritizing self-care practices like exercise, nutrition, sleep, and mindfulness to keep your body and mind in peak performance mode. And it means continuously learning and growing, whether through formal education, personal development, or life experience, so that you have a deep well of knowledge, skills, and wisdom to draw from when times get tough. By combining these inner and outer resilience strategies, you develop a kind of unshakable confidence and clarity in the face of any challenge or change. You trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, not because you're perfect or invincible, but because you know that every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become the strongest, wisest, most resilient version of yourself. And that, my dear reader, is the true superpower of resilience, the ability to alchemize adversity into advantage, to transform pain into purpose, and to use every challenge as a catalyst for your highest growth and potential. It's the key to not just surviving, but thriving in a world of constant change and uncertainty, and to living a life of courage, meaning, and impact no matter what obstacles arise. So as we come to the end of our journey together, I invite you to reflect on your own resilient story, the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the strengths you've discovered within yourself along the way. And I encourage you to keep building that resilience muscle every day, through the practices, mindsets, and habits we've explored in this chapter and throughout this book. Because here's the thing, life will always throw curveballs and plot twists our way, that's just the nature of the game. But with a strong foundation of resilience, you have the power to catch those curveballs and turn them into home runs, to use every setback as a stepping stone to your biggest dreams and most meaningful contributions. And as you do, remember this, you are not alone on this journey of growth and resilience. You are part of a global community of changemakers, dreamers, and visionaries who are rising to the challenges of our time with courage, compassion, and creativity. You are part of a movement of heart-centered leaders who are redefining what it means to be successful, fulfilled, and impactful in the 21st century, and who are paving the way for a brighter, bolder, more beautiful world for all. So keep shining your light, my friend, even and especially in the darkest of times. Keep rising to the occasion of your own potential, even and especially when the path ahead is uncertain or unknown. And keep trusting in the power of your own resilience, knowing that every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow into the fullest expression of who you truly are. As we bring this exploration of unshakable resilience to a close, I want to leave you with one final message of hope and inspiration for the road ahead. It's a message that has guided me through some of my own darkest hours and biggest setbacks, and one that I believe has the power to transform our individual and collective journey towards a more resilient, compassionate, and courageous world. Here it is. Your deepest struggles are the seeds of your greatest strengths. Your biggest obstacles are the stepping stones to your highest purpose. And your most painful challenges are the catalysts for your most profound growth and transformation. In other words, the very things that feel like they're breaking you are actually the things that are making you unbreakable, if you have the courage to lean into them, learn from them, and let them shape you into the strongest, wisest, most compassionate version of yourself. So when life knocks you down, and it will, remember this, you have within you the power to get back up, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. You have within you the courage to face your fears, the creativity to find solutions, and the compassion to turn your pain into purpose. You have within you the seeds of a better, brighter, more beautiful world, waiting to be watered by your tears, nourished by your love, and brought to life by your unshakable resilience. And as you rise to the challenges of your own life and the challenges of our time, know that you are part of a global movement of changemakers who are redefining what it means to be human in the 21st century. A movement of heart-centered leaders who are braving the shadows of our individual and collective psyche, and bringing the light of consciousness, compassion, and creativity to the darkest corners of our world. A movement of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, not because we're fearless or flawless, but because we're willing to show up imperfectly and wholeheartedly for the healing and transformation of ourselves, our communities, and our planet. So as you continue on your own journey of resilience and growth, remember this: you are not alone, and you are not powerless. You are part of a global family of conscious, courageous, and compassionate beings who are rising up to create a world that works for all. A world where every challenge is an opportunity for growth, every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every crisis is a catalyst for transformation. A world where resilience is not just a buzzword, but a way of being, a way of meeting the inevitable challenges of life with grace, grit, and an unshakable commitment to our own and each other's highest potential. It won't be easy, and it won't be perfect. But with the tools, practices, and mindsets we've explored in this book, and the many more available to us, we have everything we need to cultivate the resilience, courage, and compassion to meet the challenges of our time with creativity, clarity, and conviction. We have everything we need to rise up from the ashes of our individual and collective pain, and to build a world that is more just, more sustainable, and more beautiful than we can yet imagine. So let us each begin today, with one small step, one brave choice, one act of courage or compassion that moves us closer to the world we know is possible. Let us each do our part to cultivate the resilience and resolve to keep showing up, keep rising up, and keep shining our light, even and especially in the face of fear, doubt, and darkness. And let us never forget that we are all in this together, that our struggles, our strengths, and our stories are all woven into the grand tapestry of human resilience and becoming. As we come to the end of our journey together, for now, I want to leave you with one final invitation, one that has the power to transform not just your own life, but the lives of everyone and everything around you. And that is the invitation to love. Yes, love. Not the sappy, superficial, Hallmark card kind of love, but the fierce, transformative, revolutionary kind of love. The kind of love that has the power to heal our deepest wounds, to dissolve our greatest fears, and to unleash our highest potential as individuals and as a species. The kind of love that starts with ourselves, with a radical acceptance and appreciation of every part of who we are, including, and especially, the parts we've been taught to hide, suppress, or reject. The kind of love that recognizes our innate worthiness, and our inherent enoughness. The end.